Hello.
Hello.
Well, what if you both do a Beyond Extra in a British accent at the same time?
Or we both sing it. Beyond Extra.
That's actually, wait, I kind of don't hate that.
And we're rolling. Hey, Kelly.
Hi, Mary. It's here.
Hi,
We
Greyson.
did it.
It's here. It's the night of. Do you have any beverages with you?
No, I just have a water because
you want
that's
one?
how I am.
As executive producer.
Hi,
I would love
Greyson.
I just want the note for the audio. I do have
All the
a Diet
beverages.
Coke and a water. So
Yes.
she's caffeinated. She's a queen.
Yes.
She is me.
Yes, for the record, those of you that don't know Meredith, if she says she, often she's referring to herself.
Yeah,
It's
an
a third
inclusive.
person.
It's an inclusive third person. You might relate to it. You might not, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's what she does.
And I do think that is the epitome of who I am as a person. Actually,
I know.
she is for the she's.
She is
and
for the she's.
The
And the
theys.
he's.
And the
And the
he's.
theys.
She's for the girls, the gays, and the theys.
Yes.
Girls, gays, thems, and theys.
The girls,
Yes!
gays, and
Oh
theys.
my god. The
That's-
girls, thems, theys,
Yeah.
and
I don't know that's an
theys.
original.
Because I think
Wait, what
on
is that?
record, I'm not for the
Hims.
just the cis straight
men.
white men.
Yes. I don't know that. Oh, we're
That's
gonna
accurate.
Get canceled. I
That's
don't
not
know
going to
that a
cancel.
lot
Everyone's
of-
going to understand. They're
I
going to
think
agree.
a lot of
Really?
people are not, except I'm married to one and I'm raising two, but this is not Chet's vibe. He thinks it's nonsense in the most loving way.
Yeah.
Grayson just about spit out this
I mean,
drink.
I think most of the men in my life think it's nonsense
And
too.
he's like, Kelly, just you don't want to sit around and hear me talk to my friends golfing and the sexist jokes. He didn't say sexist. I'm inserting the word sexist.
I would love
jokes?
to actually sit around and hear that.
I'm like, yes, because I just get on my soapbox and I'm like, girl power, feminism, every one of you needs to do your own laundry. So
Note for the record, Meredith is single
Oh, yeah, we're not
and
really-
a recovering feminist, and
recovering.
if anyone would like to make her a housewife,
Oh my God,
she
that's
would
right.
love to do your laundry. She would love to cook. She would love to clean.
She thinks she would love to do your laundry until you're year 10 and it's laundry
Listen,
and then
it
you're
depends what he
do
looks
your own
like.
fucking laundry.
Is he over 6 foot?
Doesn't matter.
I'll do his laundry all
In
day.
10 years, it does not matter. But hold on. This is,
Continue.
guys, this is just who we are and why we think everyone will love us and we're going to be super famous in a short 10 years. But I feel like we need to back off because this is how we are. This is how we do. This is how we drove Scott crazy.
So sorry,
So
Scott,
sorry,
if you're
Scott.
listening.
Oh my God, okay.
Kelly and I met because we worked together,
Yep.
which joke on her previous employer because now we're besties and
Yep.
you guys get this.
Turns
but-
out, look. Look what happened.
Look
the
what happened.
universe
The universe,
put us together.
God himself.
Sure. If that's the variety, yes, God.
You know what? On this pod, you might hear a lot. You might hear about
Yes.
manifestation. You might
Yes.
hear about prayer.
You might hear about perimenopause.
You might hear about purity culture dropouts.
You might hear about dating from Meredith, married life from me.
Yeah, and dating does feel like a too gracious of a term for what I'm doing, but
How about the dating apps?
the dating apps.
I think the apps.
You might hear about men in general. You might hear about specific men.
The point is, it's a very eclectic variety of topics.
We are a variety show.
We are a
One could
variety
say.
show. We could take
What,
it. We
Barnum
also,
and Bailey.
we could take it on the road. Should we?
Should we take it on the road? We've
Yes,
taken it on the road
100%. We have taken it on the road. I'm 99% sure we're going to take it on the road at the pool this summer.
Yeah. 'Cause shout out Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Lots of different topics. You
Yeah.
never know. Tune in weekly because you're just going to laugh. We're amazing. Everyone knows it.
The world is a dumpster fire, and we know that. So if for 30 minutes to an hour, however long we feel like yapping,
Yep.
you get to giggle along with us, then that's
And
a
laugh
dream.
out loud. Make
Yeah.
fun of us. We don't care. We
Big
just wanna
laughers.
Be a good time.
Big
Huge-
LOLers.
We're all caps, underlined, bold, with an infinite.
Yeah, there's no
emphasis.
italics here in my
No.
life.
It's like an LOL.
It's a big LOL. Maybe an LOLZ sometimes, that's just
Yeah, lols. Yeah.
lols.
Also what you're going to find in this pod is that we're close-ish in age, but different generations. So sometimes, and Greyson is much younger than I.
Yeah, that's why he's doing the technical
Yes.
things, because he's
behind the scenes
he's
magic.
He's the youth.
He keeps me young and keeps me up to date on what
I'm not a normal mom. I'm a cool mom.
I am the cool I know, because I just said on this, because my oldest also said, don't name me, so I won't name him, but I am going to talk about him.
Okay.
Bruce did say, I asked him if he was excited about the pod, and
Yeah.
he's like, Mom, you're a middle-aged woman starting a podcast. If he loves to remind me that I'm middle-aged.
Well, you tell Bruce I'm mid-30s and starting this, so
I know.
That's not middle-aged.
He probably said that if his friends' mothers were starting a podcast, he would not listen. But anyway, different generation. They keep me young.
I'm young. I'm yapping with men in their 20s.
See, look at that could be their mother.
I mean, mother. That's
What?
Greyson told me once. There's a difference between mother and mother.
Yeah. There's
did I say mother?
No, I'm saying
mother.
Anyone can be anyone's mother. How do you say
Mother?
Yeah, mother.
Oh, you have to do the face too.
Yeah,
mother.
yeah. No, for everyone listening, we
like scrunching up your nose and one side of your mouth. Okay,
Yeah.
but what is the mother?
It's like hot. You know, like when how Pedro Pascal is like daddy.
I don't know who Pedro Pascal is. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. They tell me all the things. I tell them about perimenopause.
Oh my gosh, that made me. I'll show you a picture later.
And he's hot, is what I'm assuming.
He is
like lick his stomach. Oh, sorry.
yeah, whatever he wants.
Okay, so that was a compliment to me.
Yes, it's a compliment to you.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
yes.
You know,
thank you.
Like really attractive men could be daddies, which I do find. Can we briefly discuss?
Of course.
I have a father.
Yeah.
Zero daddy issues over here on the couch.
Same.
On the whole couch, zero daddy issues. But I do find it difficult to think about a man in that lens.
I'm not going to say daddy no.
Because if anyone's listening and anyone grew up in Christianity, you have heard someone at some point pray the phrase, like, daddy, father, God. And I'm also out on that. I'm out on just in general using daddy to describe not daddies.
We're also going to talk a lot about movies here probably because and a lot of like TV shows that we're watching. Keep you up to date. Some
books I'm reading.
Here's another fun fact. We also want to be maybe, dare I say, an example / role models of a situation where like we can have differing views on some political things and we can talk about them maturely.
Yeah.
And we can still adore and love each other because those things are true.
Yeah, that's accurate.
So we want to, that might come up because we don't stray away from those topics with each other. We dive
please
right
don't
in.
cancel us.
No, don't cancel us. Keep listening.
You might cancel me, but not Kelly.
Your purity circle might cancel me though.
It's called.
Is that not what it's called?
It's purity culture.
Oh, okay, purity culture.
But I did have a promise ring at one point, which was for sure. It broke a few years ago. Yeah, I wore it from like 8th grade until I was like 32 when it broke.
That is a sign from the universe, people.
Well, and that was not like symbolism.
No, you know what? It is symbolism because
we're not getting into that topic at all right now. But no, I do not wear a purity ring anymore. Not because I'm not an innocent lamb, precious lamb, but
I still think this is the epitome of like how this will be. It's a little ADD on some coke. No shame for those of you that like a little blow.
Yeah, no.
We're not judging. I don't care what you do.
This is a judgment-free zone. We like Planet Fitness, the best gym in the nation.
Sure, I did have a good time when I was there, but wait, we still need to circle back. I'm like, this is the epitome of how these episodes will go. Yes. It will be a little more structured moving forward, but this is the first one. We kind of wanted to give you just a little introduction as to how we know each other.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Did we do that?
You tell the story. We didn't do that.
Okay,
briefly, we said we worked together.
We worked together. Anyway, Kelly and I know each other. Picture it.
2022.
Sicily. Picture it. Camp Hill, Pennsylvania.
January.
2022. Yeah. Kelly came into my life like a patchouli spa day. A patchouli spa tornado, in fact. Because we worked together and we hired her And from the jump...
We shared an office to begin.
We shared an office. I lost my boss, who I shared an office with, who was a delight, and always played sad dad 90s rock from, I think, like a little radio, which I loved.
He still has that little radio.
He still has that radio. So anyway, he left. Kelly came in. And she was so productive, guys.
Oh.
But she was so productive, but I broke her of that.
I was like, guys, you need to leave. I have to work.
Yeah, she would kick people out when they wanted to yap with me.
It's a little obnoxious.
Because she had, like, interviews and stuff.
Because no one wanted to yap with me. I was working.
I mean, people do. I have a yapper face.
And we know I have a stay the fuck away from me face.
You do have a face that says, don't talk to me. And I have a face that says, tell me your darkest secrets.
Immediately. Like, I will say that people, like, open up. Oh my God. Open up to me, but it takes, like,
You're an acquired taste.
Okay, we need to circle back. So we worked together, shared an office.
They kicked us out. They told us we couldn't work together.
No, that's not true. Eventually, we decided we were gonna chit-chat. Best years.
Together yapping.
Yapping. And then I sadly moved away from the office to my own office.
She did. She left me. She changed entire sides of the building. And now she's left me entirely.
So, long story short, we became very close.
Yes. Look at us go.
And...
Are you going to talk about the final meeting together?
No, well, I'm going to circle back to whenever one of our bosses, I'm just going to let it at that, bosses.
One of them
told another one of our bosses
that
it was like, maybe he didn't say intimidating to be around us, but like we finished each other's sentences and like we knew we had our own language. Did you feel like that was a shock to you?
I mean, nothing that anyone ever says to me is ever a shock, because I'm crazy. But it was a shock to me that they said that. Yeah. But, you know.
The vibe we ended on was like we were two middle school children writing notes back and forth to each other.
Yeah. Most recently, during Kelly's last meeting with our whole team, I did write a note to her. I did pass it to her. Yeah, I started 100%. And there's no secret there. Our boss would know that it was me. If there's something happening shenanigan wise, it's probably me. And she did say to us, Kelly and Meredith, would you like to share anything with the group?
What did it say?
It was, it was observational in nature. Okay. I was noticing a dynamic. I pointed it out to Kelly.
I know.
Because often, Meredith does come to me and says, like, the other thing about us is we're very honest and truthful and be like, but in a nice, supportive way. Like, which I think is refreshing for
that's
everyone.
Fair. We should own that. I mean, we being me, Meredith, should own, I have a narrative I hear in my brain. So I'm getting better at, and you might even hear it here on the pod. Apologies if you do. Sometimes Kelly has to be like, I think that's your lens. I think you're experiencing that through your lens. I don't think he or she meant that way.
To be fair, I call you too and have a mental breakdown.
Yeah, but not as often. But sometimes, you know what? We're just conditioned. So we're conditioned a certain way. We're undoing it.
I don't know how the pod started, but I think it was, dare I say, was it my epiphany? So like, because we do this banter and people laugh and are like,
with us, you know.
Whatever. It's a good time. And so we just said we should start a podcast. I think how it started was I polled everyone in the office randomly and like surprise polled them and said, oh my God.
Oh, MP, I hope you're listening.
Yeah, MP. You said you could not wait for this to come out.
Yeah, you better be listening. You better listen the whole way through.
You better, yep. Love it. So, you know who you are. Which you were one that said, yes, when's the pod coming out?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
When they said it, I was like, oh, if they're willing.
If they are willing, yes.
I'm in.
Mad respect for MP.
Yeah. Want to be MP when I grow up. So if they're willing to listen, I'm like, oh, we gotta do this.
That is the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it. You heard it here first.
Oh my God, here first. Do we need to say anything more about us for the those that don't know?
My bestie, Julie, who I don't think she'll care that I'm sharing her name, she replied and told me I should tell people that I have a raucous laugh. I drink a lot of bevies, which is accurate.
We already talked about both on the pod, so she's good.
That's true. I'm the queen of Instagram. She said I was a good listener, which I thought was sweet, because I don't think I am, but that's nice.
You are a good listener. Are you, honey? You're a good listener. Yes.
Wow. I'll keep you guys around.
Yeah.
And she said something else, and I don't remember. Moral of the story, that's me in a nutshell.
Oh, I don't. Maybe you guys should describe. I didn't do the poll, not the pool. The poll.
We do the pool.
We do the pool.
We're big pool girlies.
And by poll, I mean POLL. I don't do the other poll. P-O-L-E.
I would do the other L. I would do the other poll. Not like in public.
But in private.
But like, I would take a class. I would 100%, if they were a pole dancing class, I would take it. Because
I would take it.
The core strength of those people.
Yes.
Amaze me. I don't, how are you bending backwards like that? I would be flat. Also, how are you in those heels?
Why are you in those heels?
I had heels on 2 days this past weekend for a wedding. Both days I thought I was going to topple over and die. Because I was like, she does, I don't do this.
We were both also a little dramatic.
Yeah, you might notice hyperbole is part of my language.
A tad dramatic. But
no, I actually could have. Multiple times I was like, my toesies are so squished.
Yeah. Oh my God, when you said toesies, I thought about, did we tell you, Greyson, about the dinner? The work bestie, dinner? When my toes were going to get frostbite and fall off.
We went to a restaurant on the river, which, you know what? I'm gonna ex-nay. I'm putting a stop right now to restaurants who don't turn on their heat in the winter.
Me too. Never going back to this restaurant.
Were you at
if you want to know,
One Riverside?
Yes.
That you've been to before?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. When I tell you that I went there and it was some enclosed deck, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it had windows, and this was a day whenever the river was literally full of ice.
Yes,
chunks.
it was full of ice. It was floating on past.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought
it was
I could cry.
So I'm sitting beside the window.
It was so windy.
Yes, it was windy. It was the wind was coming through. I had to put on our other friend's scarf as a blanket.
Yes.
Meredith gave me her coat because I typically run
the
cold.
servant-hearted person I am.
I know you are. Coat to block the wind. I think I refrained from keeping my coat on, except when
you had your coat on.
I had my coat on, took it off to eat.
Yes.
But to be fair, I did tell my friends, I'm going to complain this whole time because it's so cold.
And I complained too, it was so cold, and I'm not a cold person.
So what did I say? I cracked myself up, I'm still cracking.
I don't even remember.
I didn't want to go camping, I said, as I'm eating.
Oh, yeah.
With my coat on.
Honestly, we would have been warmer sitting around a campfire outside.
My down feathered coat on.
Yeah.
And I seriously thought that my toes were going to get frostbite. They were so cold.
Yeah, it was too cold.
Well, why didn't they sit you inside?
Well, and
it was inside.
It was, technically it's inside.
Technically.
But just
so
turn your
cold
heat
then?
on. Turn your heat
on.
Or don't sit people there.
Was it cold throughout the whole restaurant? That cold?
Well, no, because I went into the bathroom and it was freezing, more cold.
It was 20 below in the bathroom.
And I was having issues that night, so I spent I was there multiple times, and that's fine. You don't have to edit that out. Everyone who listens
I don't know,
knows.
but then we went to lunch as my final day, so I think Meredith alluded to the fact that my last day working together with the two of these
this
fine
week,
people was
still weeping.
Tuesday. Going to a new company.
I will say though, people were so nice.
They were so nice to me. Yeah, they were
to
so
you,
nice.
but also to me.
Okay, good. Oh.
Really checking in.
I love also it was
it was more about me. It was yes, it was Kelly's last day, but I am the more dramatic of the two of us, I think. Just by a smidge.
They were nice.
And
everyone was nice, but we went to lunch with our team again. Cold air.
Yeah, so
Turn
cold.
the heat on in the winter, people. And what I said there,
I don't want to be dramatic, but stand by it.
Is that they probably have a cooler because the wait staff are running around, but I don't care. They know what they're signed up for. They know they're going to be hot and running around. It's the customer. I agree with you.
And
I'm done being
so
cold in the winter inside.
No, I'll pick up my food and I'll take it back somewhere where I can be warm.
Yes.
Hopefully to some really attractive man's house.
Hopefully.
Where we eat together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're filling in Greyson on the side. That's what that little whisper was you just heard.
I could definitely.
Unless Greyson edits that out. I don't know. Greyson is.
No, I hope he keeps it. I hope he keeps that little boop boop.
I was say something maybe on theme with the podcast, something that is beyond extra about you.
I do think I am beyond extra about my gift giving. I love to a surprise prezi. I got this.
Starbucks,
I bought this.
I
it's
got
my
you
treat.
It's
I'm a little beyond extra about that. I love to treat people.
That's so nice and altruistic. Is that the right word?
Well, it's not altruistic. It's probably not. And the pals know, and you guys will probably know this actually. It's actually
Are we not pals.
No, but the longer term pals have seen this in history.
Okay.
Have seen this habit in me because I use it, I think, to earn affection. And I have learned over the time of my life to be less extra about it, to accept when people like pay me back.
Yes, because my mother says you don't steal someone else's joy, because giving, like, imagine if you were trying to bring Greyson a Starbucks.
Yes.
He's like, no, I don't need it, or here, let me Venmo you. You really just want to give it to him, so don't steal someone else's joy.
Yeah.
So if you find me accepting it, it might come across like, but I just feel like,
yeah,
I'll let you do it because you want to do
exactly.
what you want to offer it, and then I'll do it in return.
Well, precisely. And I've gotten better about being like, no, I didn't mean that to be a treat. Like I'll send a Venmo request.
Oh, good for you. Okay,
like,
yeah.
Oh, no, like, that wasn't like special.
I just was offering to pick it up because I was there, but I want you to pay.
Yeah. Like, I'll tell people what they owe me instead of being like, but if I actually genuinely do mean it to just like be nice and to be kind to them, then I just like don't ask. So getting better, but like that's on growth, because if you ask me about that when I was 25, no, I was throwing cash out everywhere just hoping for someone to love me.
Oh, God love you.
But it turns out I was already loved.
I know. You were already loved.
Growth.
I know.
Growth mindset. Woo woo. Well, yeah, God and other people. I was like, I did. JC does love me. Jesus does love me. JC does love me so much. But I didn't mean other people, like friends and pals and things.
You guys, I'm so terrible. This is like,
I know I gave you a window.
I gave me so much window, and I'm just like, oh my God. So Meredith says, I'm beyond extra in giving gifts, and I'm like over here thinking, I'm beyond extra in, like, I don't know,
I think you're beyond
shopping.
No, that's not true. I think you're beyond extra in your empathy for other people.
I am very empathetic.
You're always able to see the other side.
Oof.
Like devil's advocate.
I try, but I don't.
Maybe they're like this because.
Speaking of which, I'll tell a little quick story today because this is so funny. Okay, Tony Stark and I were on our way home today, and there's a woman, like, we're in an intersection, and there's a woman completely, like, nosed her way in. Like, she was coming from the side, like, perpendicular to my lane.
Yeah.
And it was a red light situation.
Okay.
And she lost her green light, but she was, like, nose to butt of the truck in front of her.
Oh.
And, like, just went. It was my turn. She just went.
Oh, dang.
And, Tony was very upset about it. And, like, angry at her, and he's like, why didn't you honk the horn, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I used to be like that, and sometimes I still am. I just tried to think, like, maybe they have to be somewhere in a hurry. Like, maybe you don't know what they're going through. I do try to think that.
I also hate the sound of a horn.
Like, there is some, like,
I don't want to
middle finger flipping going on, but, like,
I mean,
I know. We all do it.
We all do it. I just don't I don't want to hear a horn. Unless it's an emergency situation, like announcing a presence or this is happening.
And that happened to me, so that I also told him about that too, because I did. I'm like, I do. I wish she would have, like, at least, like, said thank you or waved in the mirror. Like, acknowledged it. No, she just went on her merry way, like she was entitled to just be like a bee in the whole thing.
No.
So I was coming... I had my last job about an hour commute home, and somebody completely came into my lane. Like, I literally had to lay him behind and like, whole hand extended for like 20 seconds because she was going to hit me. Like, hit me. I had to slam on the brake horn. So I then had the, like, it was appropriate that I, like, went around her, and she, like, totally waved at, like, I think she just didn't see me. So she totally waved.
Oh, and she, like, acknowledged, like, that was my
She acknowledged it and said that, yes. Yeah.
Okay, we stand a mistake. Like, we like an apology.
Oh, my God, yes.
Well, you never know what someone's doing on the road.
Yeah.
Like, and I could have been in the blind spot. Like, she didn't know. But I felt like I had to do the horn, A, because I was really annoyed, but B, because she didn't see me, and I needed her to, like...
Yes, well, that's different. Over. I think that's totally different.
Yeah.
But, you cut me off, I'm hitting my horn. Like, I don't want to hear my own horn.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to... I'm doing this for me. Or I'm not doing this for me.
Yeah. Well, you guys answered my question, but you're so kind. I don't know. I feel like I'm also a little bit beyond extra in...
Oh, no. She was correct. Okay. Kelly is correct. She is beyond extra about clothing. And, like, decorating her house. And she's just also beyond extra about other things, too.
Oh, you're so...
So I was like, oh, I will honor that. You are correct. You do love a shop.
And I do love a shop. And, like,
shout out Chet.
All day shop. And the next thing was going to be about Chet, too.
Oh.
is that I'm beyond extra at annoying.
I thought you were going to say, like, loving him. I thought it was going to be so sweet. I thought it was going to be so sweet. I was going to,
no,
yeah.
I do love him. I mind saying, I am a little beyond extra and asking him, like, really annoying questions. Like, remember those questions I asked him?
No, I think that's the rule of a partner. I think you signed up for this. What were those
questions I asked him? If I
killed someone, would you
bury the body? And he said, well, it depends.
Yeah. Would you stay married to me?
Oh, he would. If I went to jail, would you stay married to me?
Yeah.
And he said
yes. No. That's what happens when you lock someone down for life. You are allowed to annoy them with your questions.
He has no time for those types of questions.
Well, he doesn't have to have time. He just has to listen
and answer appropriately.
Well, I love you, Kelly. You're right. Those are the That's all he needs to know.
Yeah.
But
here's the thing. Like, what I wanted him to say, and this can maybe be. I think this needs to be another topic for a whole other day, but like, you know that clip from The Town when
Love.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
I know exactly where you're going.
Yes.
I know exactly where you're going. Whose car are we taking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. We got to find the clip then. But it's basically. Do you know what we're talking about, Greyson?
No.
It's
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck saying,
"Who's the other
I need
guy?
your help. I can't tell you what it is.
Yeah.
We can never talk about it again.
We're gonna hurt some people.
And we're gonna hurt some people.
Yeah.
And the guy responds.
Yeah, and the guy responds, "Whose car are we taking?"
Yes.
Yeah. That's the kind of friendship I want.
That's how I am.
I'll ride or die.
Chad said no. I'm not. He's like, it depends.
Well, like, someone's got to kind of like, well, you guys have kids too, so someone's got to like
I love how
stay out of jail.
True.
I'm just saying, someone's got to stay out of jail.
Yeah, true.
Jeremy Renner. That's the other guy.
Yeah, I didn't know his
Ben
name.
Affleck, Jeremy Renner.
No, but that's who I am. Like, I will bury the body.
Man, that movie is fire.
I need to watch it again.
The scene, which is a surprise for Ben Affleck, but the scene where he's doing pull-ups in his doorway, YouTube that. It will be a moment. You'll need a moment.
Yeah, so maybe we should wrap up we have a final ending segment on every episode. Because our pod, okay, you can edit that out. Our pod is, someday, our pod is called Beyond Extra because we are.
Yeah.
And we're Beyond Extra together.
Sure.
In the office space particularly. We were, so that's how we got the name. Anyway, we want to shout out to the people in the world who are doing things and living their lives in a Beyond Extra way.
Yeah, because Kelly and I realized that you're here for some fun, some yaps. But
to be like, what are these girls even talking about?
But there's more to life than us shooting the shit on this couch. And we appreciate you being along for the ride, but we also want to keep it real that other things matter too. So
yeah.
That's where Kelly comes in, honestly.
Well, thank you. But so each week we all might have one. I have one to kick us off, and you all are welcome to send us a DM on Instagram.
Yeah.
If you have any examples, we'll be happy to shout them out. But so I was cleaning up as I don't even know if I officially said mother of 2 boys.
Mother of 2.
Young adults.
Precious lambs.
And I was, as mothers do, I kept, some of their things from school.
I love
Had a
that.
little box, some, drawings.
Mementos.
Mementos. So I had a little trip down memory lane when Chet was out of town this weekend. And so my children had the same teachers. They're 2 years apart, had the same teachers. I stumbled upon the same thing, totally forgot that this gentleman did it. Teacher of a 3rd grade. I don't know where he's at now.
Man, shout out teachers in general.
God. Hallelujah. Not all heroes wear capes, which is how we also like to live our life.
Oh, that's so true.
I mean, we say that a lot.
No, but real shout out teachers.
100%.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Could not.
Yeah. So, this teacher, 3rd grade. What are we in 3rd grade? 9. Right?
My school in 9th grade had the medieval feast. So these kids were they're wild now.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
If you went, or whatever,
Yeah,
8 or 9 years old. And the world's brutal.
I was wearing thick rimmed glasses. I'm just picturing it. Bowl cut.
Really?
Little chubby,
Julie,
little chubby mare. Because little chubby baby mare. 9 bowl cut. I swear, she put that bowl on my head, cut that thing, and I had glasses that were thick, and not like cute thick, not like she's thick, but like no, they were just thick because I'm blind. Yeah.
Oh, I need a picture of that.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure we can find one.
So children that age, they're pre-pubescent and like they're just miserable sometimes and like you don't know where they're coming from at home, like all the things. This lovely man had, and I don't know like if he picked one student every week and did this or if they did it collectively. Part of me wants to say, if I'm really digging deep in the memory, that it was he picked one student every week.
Gosh.
And the rest of the class, on a sticky note, put something nice about that student. So each of my children has like 15 sticky notes of like,
no,
you're a fast runner, you're a nice friend, you're a good friend.
One of them, teary-eyed.
One of them still has the same close friend.
No
like
way.
all these years later.
Yeah.
And this boy's note to my son said, "You're awesome." That's all it said.
You are awesome. Oh my gosh.
And then the other one of them said, "You're a nice friend. Can we be friends?" Like, oh my God, it was so nice. And so can you imagine all like,
that's
you
cool
had
idea.
15 people and like some of them like maybe you didn't talk to, some of them you didn't know if they liked you. But like, can you imagine like feeling that of getting all these sticky notes when you're like 9 years old?
No,
and
I want to feel that.
I want to feel that now.
Yeah.
That
Someone
feel
write me a sticky
free.
note. I mean, feel free. Companies should do that.
Do that.
Companies, pals, coworkers. If I don't walk in on like Tuesday
to a stack of
sticky notes. Meredith, you're beautiful. Meredith, you're funny.
Yes,
Meredith,
exactly.
you're smart. Meredith, you're thoughtful.
You're a good time.
Oh, you are.
But just imagine.
I want a winky face after that.
In that one day or week, I don't even know if he had them up on the board and then took them like so everyone could see. Like, part of me is thinking that like some things are coming back now, but like, can you imagine like that
cool.
that impact could have had on that one man doing that, and he clearly did it year after year because my kids were 2 years apart and don't have that.
Dang.
So that's what we're talking about, people.
Yeah. That's awesome. I like that someone wrote, "You're awesome," because I feel like that's how I feel about the people listening.
Me too.
And about you guys.
And about you guys, yeah.
And about myself. You're awesome.
What's that thing from The Help?
You was
kind, you was smart, you was important.
And if you're mean to my friend, I will put shit in a pot and feed it to you. Wait, that's so true. I'll tell you a story after this about that exact thing, but
I love it.
About putting shit in a pie and eating it?
No, how I feel about people who are mean to my friends.
Oh, yeah. Well, people, next, on a weekly basis, we're going to have a topic.
Yeah.
A more structured theme. We thought this first introduction, we could tell a little bit about ourselves and just like,
But you get to know us.
Yeah, this is how we roll. This is what you get. Take it or leave it, but you better take it.
Okay.
Right. I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
Woke something up.
Yeah, I was like, oh gosh,
In my
warm.
heart,
Warm all of a sudden.
Nice. Yeah. Back to the
end.
Kind of like outro, yeah.
We love you.
Until next time.
Go be extra.